There you go, folks. It is definitive. There's no more debate. Once ChatGPT has spoken, ChatGPT has spoken.
Originating from deep inside the Rocky Mountains, transported through the power of the internet, and arriving inside your tiny earbuds. It's the Appraiser Coach Podcast.
Minisode.
It happened again, folks. Social media sucked me in. We're going to talk about professionalism today. And are you a professional if you're not a full-time appraiser? I want to pause, remind you that we are sponsored by a great company called Synapse. Speaking of being a professional, professionals use Synapse, folks, because they support their adjustments, and Synapse helps you to do that. Check them out by going to spark4appraisers.com. Again, it's spark4appraisers.com. All right, folks, why do I do this? I don't know. Why do I get sucked into it? I don't know that either. But here I am, sucked into it. Yesterday was on the interwebs, was on the social media, and I'm going to be nice, some individual got on there and made the statement that if you are not a full-time appraiser, in other words, if you are doing this part-time, you cannot be considered a professional. Now, let me just pause here for a second and ask why. Why would someone post that? I mean, I think the answer is obvious. He's a keyboard warrior, he or she, I don't even remember now. Trying to stir the pot, I'm sure, trying to make hay out of nothing, trying to get people riled up. And here I am, hook, line, and sinker. I got stuck by the bait. I chomped down hard, and here I am being reeled in. So here, it worked. Let's talk about this for just a second. Of course, there were several people that jumped on board. I made a joke as a comment, and I think some people misunderstood me. In fact, some people that I think we have a pretty good relationship said, Dustin, really? It was a joke, folks. My joke was, because the original post was, I'm not going to read it word for word, but the original post was something to the effect of, if you're not a full-time appraiser, you're not a professional. And my joke, my comment was, revision request, please support your opinion. I mean, some people thought that was, I don't know. I don't know if they misunderstood my joke. It was a lame joke. I get it. My kids would call it a dad joke. Dad, that's another dad joke. You're such a dad. When we were in Hawaii doing the VIP mastermind, the mantra with my family, anytime dad did something stupid, my kids would say, bring back cool dad. We like cool dad. What happened to cool dad? I guess I'm not cool dad anymore. But my jokes fell flat because even somebody that I respect, and I think we have a pretty good relationship, a former client of mine got on and said that was offensive. I'm not sure what offensive, it wasn't meant to be offensive. My point was, if you're going to make a statement like a professional has to be a full-time person, that a part-time individual can't be a professional, support your adjustments, support your opinion. Speaking of support for your opinion and support for your adjustments, of course, Synapse is out there, folks. If you've not checked it out, you need to. Here's the thing. The old world, the old school way of licking your finger, sticking into the air. I know none of us ever did that, right? None of us ever guessed at an adjustment. Well, if you are still doing that, may I beg you, plead you to check out Synapse. Synapse will help you to support your adjustments so that when you're called upon to support, why did you use that adjustment? You can say, well, here's the data. Here's the support. Synapse will do that for you. Check them out by going to spark4appraisers.com. Again, it's spark4appraisers.com. Welcome back, folks, to the Appraiser Coach Podcast. By the way, if you've not checked us out on YouTube, I highly recommend that you jump over there. You will see that I am in less than professional attire today. I've got the Vortex hat on. I've got the Hang Loose Kawaii t-shirt on today. It is Casual Thursday, we will call it. I didn't have any appointments today. I actually did a little outside the realm of professionalism, if you will, in a completely different business today, worked with livestock this morning. So you get me the way that I am. I wanted to jump on and just talk to you. First of all, let's just start with the elephant in the room. Why, Dustin, are you giving airtime to this idiot? Sorry, but he or she is. Why are you giving airtime to this worthless comment that really means nothing? And I guess it's because I love my fellow appraisers and I feel a little bit of a responsibility to support you and let you know how much I love you. And especially those of you who have over the last couple of years specifically gone from full-time to part-time, really out of necessity. I've assisted as a coach several individuals who have said, you know, Dustin, I want to do something else, multiple streams of income, right? I'm personally working part-time as an appraiser. So I guess by the definition of the Facebook post, I am an unprofessional appraiser. I'm not a professional appraiser because I'm not doing it full-time. And folks, here's the thing. Let's bring it home with this. One of the comments on there, and again, I'm paraphrasing, but one of them was a female appraiser who jumped on and said, well, you know, I spend a lot of my time being a mom and working part-time as an appraiser. So what is it? And somebody sarcastically supporting her got on and said, well, I guess you're an unprofessional mom too, because you're not, you know, spending full time at that. I think the point is made, folks. In fact, if it's not made permanently in your mind, let me just switch really quickly to ChatGPT. Right before I got on the air, I went to ChatGPT, which of course is the ultimate authority on everything. And I said, can a part-time worker, I didn't even put appraiser in there, can a part-time worker be considered a professional? And the definitive, ends all debate answer from ChatGPT, yes, Dustin, a part-time worker can absolutely be considered a professional. The classification as a, quote, professional, unquote, is more than the nature of the work and the level of expertise, education, or skill to perform the job, rather than the hours worked. There you go, folks. It is definitive. It is, there's no more debate. Once ChatGPT has spoken, ChatGPT has spoken. By the way, folks, I mentioned earlier, I want to stress, I've helped a lot of appraisers right now who are struggling keeping this their full-time job. Now, let me just speak very bluntly for a second. Some of you have partners, significant others that have a job and you're able to float just a little bit with their income. Others, this is your sole source of income for your family. And I've helped many appraisers to transition, if only slightly, to additional streams of income while the market does what it does, including helping them to bring their private work up so that they could survive through this downturn. If you are interested in that, I would love to help you out either with a single session with the coach or what we call a six-pack, which will get you from where you're at to where you need to be. Check it out by going to my new website, theappraisercoach.com. Again, it's www.theappraisercoach.com. See you later, professionals. Go create some value.
You've been listening to the Appraiser Coach podcast with Dustin Harris. If you like what you hear, please give us a 5-star rating and post a short review on iTunes. For more in-depth insider information on how you can make more money as a real estate appraiser, visit theappraisercoach.com and sign up for the All-Star team today. Thanks for joining us. And now, get out there and create some value.